Hey everybody, I'm Gabby.
And I'm Mike.
And this is RVs with Gabby. Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for watching our content. If you love our videos, please don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you never miss another video. Every single interaction with our channel helps us grow. We are so thankful. We are so close to 16,000 subscribers, which is huge. Actually, by the time this video comes out, I have faith that we will be past that number. So thank you in advance for helping us grow in this community. We are so excited. This week, we thought we would bring you a more informational video. These are 6 things that we upgraded in the RV that we recommend you buy before you start your trip. We bought them on our trip because we started learning as we were going. So if you're planning on living full-time in your RV and you have pets, these are some things you should probably pick up before your travels start.
Alright, so the first thing we decided to upgrade was getting a screen protector for our door here because Loki's not bad, but our German Shepherd Freya, she's a nervous little freak and she likes to jump into the screen if she has any opportunity to. So we got a screen protector. It's doing well. It's a Lippert screen protector. I'll put like a link to it down below in the description. And immediately after I installed it, walked the dogs, came back, and Freya, boop, right into it. But she was okay. It held fine. There was no damage to the door. So I do highly recommend that if you have any dogs or maybe even children that might mess with the screens, it'll work pretty well for you.
Definitely save you some money in the long run. Number 2 is actually going to be a mattress topper. So we bought this Jayco J-Feather, and when we tried out the mattress, I was actually pleased with it. It seemed like it was pretty soft compared to the... This is coming from someone who sold RVs for 5 years, okay? So the mattresses can be really, really, really crappy. And so ours is more of like a memory foam one, but it's only like maybe 6 inches. So after about a week or two, I don't even think it was a week, of sleeping in the bed, my back was killing me, and I was like, we need a topper. So we found an RV mattress topper. I think we picked up ours up on Amazon, and it really wasn't that big. I feel like the topper or the new mattress is something that everybody covers, but this is for people who are brand new. Just make sure that you get some sort of upgrade on your bed, because if you're full-time, you definitely want to be comfortable.
Alright, so the third item we want to go over that we purchased was an electric single burner. Our unit uses propane tanks to do the heating and the oven as well as the cooktop, which is great. It does last a while, but we don't always want to use that. And at first, we didn't really know how long it would take until it would run out, because it also heats the water and everything, too. So we did get an electric single burner that we do use sometimes just to save propane when we don't really need to use it. It's been great, and it helps us cook some other foods while saving, obviously, the money on replacing our propane. And we could use it outside and everything as well.
On that note, we do not use that much propane. I am amazed at how little propane. We are 2 months into our trip, and sorry, the camera's shaking because Freya is... scratching herself right now, but the propane that we have used so far on our trip, we've been full-time for almost 2 months now, and we only just finished one of the tanks, right?
We're at 1 tank's down and half of the second tank.
Oh, it's already halfway.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been gone for work the past week, so I haven't checked it in a little bit.
We have been using the heat a little bit more.
Yeah,
recently.
now we're out here in Colorado. It is getting pretty chilly for Gabby in the evenings. Mike's fine with it, but I've been setting the heat more regularly. So the propane does last a long time, and that electric single burner is amazing in helping us just conserve that so we don't have to use it for cooking purposes. The next thing that was recommended by some other people, and I'm sure you've heard it before, if you haven't, is a dehumidifier. These RVs are little boxes that get really hot and humid, especially when you're down south, which is where a lot of people like to go camping. So definitely pick up some sort of dehumidifier. Check your rig information, your AC system. As someone who sells RVs, I do know that some of the newer systems actually have a built-in dehumidifier, but I don't know that I would rely on that alone. We have one, and what we do is we balance it, and during the day it goes in the bedroom, and then at night it goes out into the living room, because we had it in the bedroom and we woke up with super dry throats. So definitely pick at least one up depending on how big your rig is.
Alright, the next thing on our list that we decided to get that kind of goes with the dehumidifier was these rubber drainage tiles that we put underneath our king-size bed. They can go underneath any bed depending on how many you order. Because one thing we researched, or maybe we were told by somebody in the comments.
I think I was looking at other videos, and I'm on a bunch of like full-time RV living groups on Facebook, and a lot of people recommended these tiles for underneath the bed.
So it does help because it keeps the bed just slightly elevated off of the wooden bottom that we have. So any kind of moisture does have a chance to dry out a little bit, because I guess some people that have been doing this full time, obviously longer than us, have dealt with mold issues that can happen underneath the mattress, especially if you're camping in more humid areas, keeping your windows open all night, things like that. So just going to try to keep the longevity of the mattress going, and we don't want to deal with mold or anything, obviously.
Yeah, I guess the tiles, they're similar to like what you would find in a restaurant, where like they're rubber interlocking tiles, or like a public restroom where the water will go through it, and so it's just enough to give it aeration underneath the bed so that that mold doesn't start to grow. And if you look like at people's reviews and comments, some people have dealt with like black mold issues, not only in the mattress, but seeping into the wood underneath the bed. And so that's what we really want to prevent. So definitely recommend them. We did have to buy 2 packs of 12 because of our king bed. So check the measurements and square footage for your rig. Again, we'll try to post the links to all of this stuff down below. I don't know if we'll be able to get links that will give us any sort of, this is just us helping you out. I don't think we're going to get paid on this video in that sense. But if you're watching this video, we do get paid by the advertisers via YouTube, so that helps. Thank you for still being here. The last thing of our 6 things that we bought that we recommend for full time, the reason I mentioned pets in the beginning is because this one is also pet related, as well as that the door screen in the beginning, is this little thing called a Waggle, and it's right here on the wall, so that's what I was trying to get off the wall. It's this little box, and basically it has almost like a SIM card for a cell phone in it. It is an app that you can track the internal temperature of your RV, so it's gonna basically measure the temperature in the RV and make sure that it's not too hot or too cold for your pets if you're leaving them behind for the day. This is massive. I did not want to be without it. I knew about it before we started the trip, but I wasn't sure how much it was going to cost. Here's the thing. I bought it thinking, okay, I got it on a discount. I think we paid $100 for it. And I was like, great. I was thinking it was included. Like there was the actual services were included in that price. It is not. There is a separate monthly or annual or biannual fee that you pay for the actual membership to be able to sync your cell phone to the little, the little box and have the notifications come through the app. Waggle is very good at following up. I purchased this and then I didn't activate it for a couple weeks, and I was getting emails and phone calls constantly from them being like, hey, do you need help setting up? Hey, why haven't you purchased anything yet? And eventually I answered the phone and somebody explained to me that because it works off of cell towers, it's basically like if you wanted 5G on your Apple Watch, you pay a monthly fee for it. So that's exactly what the Waggle is. Well worth it. You can set what temperatures, cold and hot, you want it to start notifying you if it's getting too much in the rig. And this way you can go grocery shopping, you can go for a hike, you can, do what you got to do for a couple hours, right? We never want to leave them behind for too long, but you have peace of mind. And if it starts to creep up or creep down, then we can come back to the rig quickly. It's like she knew we were talking about her. Did you know we were talking about it? She's afraid of the camera. This has been a couple of things we've picked up since we've gone full-time in our RV with our 2 dogs. Hope you've enjoyed it and got some information out of it. We thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy camping.